Welcome everybody to my French country guest bathroom and laundry room renovation. We're going to recap in this video today of how me and my husband started a few months ago with this renovation. There will be a full playlist of the videos that I put up on this renovation down in the description box. But in today's video, we're just going to do a recap, and I'm also going to show you a reveal of what all the spaces look like now that we went in and did the remodel. So back in January of this year, we started out transforming these two rooms. This is our laundry room and also our guest bathroom. You look into these two rooms from our main room that is attached to a little sitting area where our fireplace is. So in the mornings when we're sitting in this area drinking coffee, this is the area that we kind of look into. So for the longest time, I'd sit here, drink my coffee, and I would envision these two rooms and looking out into this area and having it look a whole lot different. You can see we've got some old peel and stick tile that we put down a few years ago, and it has now served its purpose. I went out on Pinterest and I got some inspiration. I wanted some darker cabinets and I wanted some of that checkered tile. This is what my guest bathroom looks like now. We went over the cabinets in some previous videos, and I'll link a playlist down below. But we did go and we painted the bathroom cabinets, and we painted it that beautiful gray. We went in and removed all that ceramic tile in the guest bathroom. We removed this really large mirror, and I'm going to show you the paint sample that we picked. And you will see the paint color as it goes on the wall in the video. But y'all, this was an absolutely beautiful color. This was antique white. We went on and did the ceiling and the walls in this color. Painting the two rooms with this color really gave it a refreshed look. We went over and picked out some flooring. We're going to stick with the peel and stick tile. I found this beautiful gray marble, and I also found one in white. So we will alternate the peel and stick tiles to give it the look of my inspiration pictures that I found on Pinterest. This was a very easy way and a very affordable way to upgrade your flooring if you're looking for new flooring options. We also shopped around for a new toilet. We went with a taller, more sleeker look, and I'm so glad we did because it really made a huge difference in the guest bathroom. I also knew that I wanted to put some really pretty antique brass handles on the cabinets when I got them finished. And I was also drawn to this inspirational picture of these sconces around the mirror. But I did not go this route, but I will show you throughout the video what I decided on. This is what the guest bathroom cabinets look like. This was a DIY project from a few years ago. I chalk painted the cabinets and also the countertop. The countertop is ceramic tile, so I did go over and painted the ceramic tile on the top. It lasted, a couple of years, but now, as you can see, all that paint is chipping off. In the bathroom transformation, we're going to remove this full-length mirror, also these shutters that we put up as a DIY, and we're also going to replace the light fixture. This cabinet we also put on the wall just for more storage. We're going to take it down and we're going to do something totally different. So the first area that we started with was this bathroom cabinet. I removed all the hardware. I gave it a good cleaning. Then I went over it with several layers of some fusion paint. And the color that I used is called Wellington. It's a really beautiful, elegant, deep gray. And I went over it with a clear sealer when I got all the paint applied. So far, 3 months later, it is still holding up. I do take, extra care of it just to make sure, I don't get it super wet. But so far, so good. So you'll see in the video of how pretty this turns out once we totally get it painted and get it transformed, get that beautiful antique brass hardware on it. Y'all, this is going to look like a brand new cabinet. Since this bathroom doesn't have a lot of storage, when we remodeled our kitchen, we had some upper cabinets left over. We put one of these in this bathroom over the toilet. I painted it white just to match the cabinets. Now we're going to take this big bulky thing down and we are going to do something else in this area. I want this to be more of a French country look, so this will be a great area now that we can add some beautiful wall decor. When I had more of a farmhouse style in this bathroom, I stumbled across these two shutters at a yard sale. I had been installed these on the mirror on each end just to kind of break the mirror up and give it more of a framed out look. This has served its purpose well, and this is an idea. If you have a full-length mirror in your bathroom, you can, put shutters on each side. It'll kind of break it up and give it more, of a framed out look. The light fixture, we have DIY'd it. We've painted it. It was silver chrome, but we did paint it. But we are going to add a brand new one. This mirror was not hard to put up. Some of them I feel like are probably glued to your wall and they may tear up your sheetrock and damage it. In our case, we got very lucky. We just had to unscrew some of those little tabs that was holding it in place and it slid right out. So this was so easy to take down. So now we can go out and shop for a new mirror. The toilet also was original to the home when we purchased it, so it needed to be replaced, and I'm so glad we did replace it. We went in and just manually, with a hammer and a sledgehammer, Ben went in and removed all the ceramic tile that was in this bathroom. We were so fortunate this was a small space because removing ceramic tile is not a fun job. We went in, we had to do some repairs to some wall damage. There was a hole behind the mirror, so, in the renovation process, this is another thing that comes along with the journey. You run across things that you don't expect. You'll find things behind things that you take down that you didn't know were there. Throughout our renovation process, we went through and took down as many of the fixtures as we could. This is like a vent cover that was in the bathroom. We took all these down, and anything in the laundry room also that was along the ceiling, we took all that down. We cleaned them, and we also painted them if they needed to be refreshed. Ben went around with a rag and cleaned all of the tops, of the windows and just trim that we could, because you wouldn't believe the dust that settles over the years. And, spaces that you don't realize get dusty, and those are the spaces now that you really need to go in and do a deep clean. This paint right here is by Behr. This is called Antique White, and I was so happy with the choice of my paint. We decided to paint both rooms with this color, and we also decided to paint the ceiling with this color also. I feel like painting the ceiling the same color as the walls, it just really made a consistent flow to the room. This tile that's around the bathroom countertop, we went on and painted it beige. You will see throughout the video and the transformation of what we did to the top of the bathroom countertop. Once we had everything in the bathroom painted and it was dry, then we wanted to start on installing the flooring in the bathroom. But before we had to do that, we had to address the leveling issues. We had two different types of flooring with the connecting laundry room and the guest bathroom. So to avoid having to put down another threshold piece, as you can see, we went in and installed some really thin plywood. Ben went in the guest bathroom and put this down throughout that whole floor. Once he got that installed, then we had a consistent level between both rooms, and it would consistently flow when we went to put down the peel and stick tile. Now we are ready to start flooring in the guest bathroom. First, we wanted to lay the tile in a diagonal position, but that was going to be too many cuts. So we had to re-engineer our plan, and we just went with sticking the tiles down in straight rows. At certain angles that you look at the floor, it is in a diagonal direction. But this was a lot easier and a lot less cuts, and you will use a lot less tiles. We got the flooring in the guest bathroom installed, and what a difference it makes. So if you're thinking about, some new flooring for your home and you want something that's affordable but looks really good, I highly recommend the peel and stick tile. Now we've got the painting done, the flooring is done. Now let's move on to the next step. To really bring the flooring all together, we added quarter round. This right here is the detail that really makes your flooring come together. So we installed this all the way around the bathroom, and then we went around and did some caulking around the bathtub and the shower. These type details right here, when you're renovating a bathroom, if you see cracks or anything, this is the time to get out your caulk gun and repair all those places. Out with the old and in with the new toilet. We're absolutely loving this toilet, and if you have never had a toilet with a soft closure lid, I highly recommend them. We also took the shower curtain rod down. This one right here is a permanent fixture. Not permanent, of course. It's not permanent because we did get it down. But we took it out and spray painted it, so you'll see it later on in the video, but we did reuse it. So now we're going to start working on the laundry room. We just removed the molding, and we will go back, reuse it, and put it back once we get the flooring in the laundry room done. We did the same technique of putting down the peel and stick tile in the laundry room as we did in the bathroom. Another inexpensive thing that we did to refresh the door of the guest bathroom was change out its hardware. Look how rusted this hardware had become over the years. We went to Lowe's and purchased a new knob and also some new hinges. So we're going to put the knob on later, but right now we're going to install the new hinges. And this right here just makes just a huge difference in the way your doors look. So if you want an affordable way to, maybe make a refresh in your home, change out the hinges and your doorknobs, throughout your home on your doors. Like I mentioned, we started this project back in January of 2025. We worked on this on weekends when Ben was off work, and we had, more time to work on it. But each weekend as we would work on it, I would see more and more progress. Every weekend we took these two spaces to a whole new level. We also painted the laundry room in sections because of the appliances. So once we would move some big appliances out, we would go in and we would paint that area, and we also painted the ceiling. This right here just made such a huge difference in both these rooms. Painting the walls and the ceilings gave it such a refreshed look. We moved out the dryer, which would be our last big appliance. We painted behind it, put down the flooring, and now we'll move it back, and the laundry room flooring and painting will be done. To hide our water heater, I found these bifold doors at a yard sale many years ago. We hinged them together, so it makes a great petition for the water heater. This was one of the things that I was the most excited about, was changing out this light fixture. It was really easy to take it down, and once we got it taken down, we got one from Lowe's that is the oil bronze color. We're going to install it, and it's going to make a huge impact on this guest bathroom. We then went in and installed the new hardware for the bathroom cabinets and the drawers. These I got on Amazon. They're a really good deal. You get a package of them, so you save a lot of money than going to a hardware store and buying individual hardware pieces. These right here were really good quality, and I love the color of them. We took down the shower curtain rod. We are going to reuse it, so I just went out and gave it a good coat of spray paint. We also made sure to go around and touch up all the baseboards with a fresh coat of paint. Now let's go shopping for some new decor and accessories for our renovated rooms. I wanted a new shower curtain, so I went with this one at Hobby Lobby. This right here is going to be a beautiful dark gray. I think it's going to bring out the color in the cabinets, and I think it'll go really well. I did pick up some bathroom rugs. I didn't get them at Hobby Lobby, but I did get them the same color as the curtain. Now let's shop for a mirror. I shopped at Lowe's for a mirror. I actually purchased one, brought it home. I didn't like it, so I returned it. But I did find one at Hobby Lobby. So if you're looking for an accent decorative mirror for your home, I highly recommend Hobby Lobby, and they also will have them on sale every other week for half off. Now we had to address this bathroom countertop. We had to literally scrub all that paint off. That was a process, y'all. We finally got it scraped off. I'm not going to repaint it because I don't want to go through that process again. I'm just going to leave the original tile and go back to the original color. Now we're picking out a doorknob since we got the hinges replaced. Now we want a matching doorknob for the door. And while we were at it, we added a fresh coat of paint to the bathroom door on the front and the back. This makes a huge difference just to refresh your paint on your doors, around your trim, on your window sills. This just gives it a really clean, fresh look. Now we can hang up the mirror. We're just measuring out the space right here so we can get it in the center of this light fixture. And if you're looking for a budget-friendly, beautiful accent mirror for your home, I highly recommend checking out Hobby Lobby because when you go half off, you can get some really good deals on some mirrors. And this one is a good quality mirror too. Well, now we're going to measure out in the center of this wall. It will not be centered over the toilet because the way the toilet is positioned, nothing is really going to center over it. But I had this really pretty French country wall decor piece that I picked up at a thrift store, and I've had it for about over a year and didn't know where the perfect space would be for it, but I think in this bathroom it's going to fit perfect right here in this space. Something else that has always bugged me when I look into these rooms is this old cord. This was hanging, this is like the pull cord for our attic. We have an attic space upstairs. We don't go up there a lot because it's one of those pull down ladders, and the head space up in the attic is just not good for tall people. But we do have, our AC unit is up there and it can hold a little bit of storage. But we had this hanging. Ben is kind of giving you a simulation of what he did. We took that old string down and we went over into the ceiling fan section. And this is actually a ceiling fan chain. So we thought just to be a little bit more decorative than that old, worn out cord, we're going to hang this chain up. This was such an easy fix, and two, just the small details make a world of difference. This is how Ben installed it inside the attic door. That way, when we pull on it, hopefully it won't break, but we'll, just over time, we'll just have to see how it works out. But for now, it's working. We don't pull this door down a lot because we just don't go up in the attic very much. But it looks a lot better than that old cord. Now, I did want to get a new light fixture, but y'all, this is why this video is so long in coming. I could not find a light fixture that would work in this space because I have to have something that is mounted to the wall and doesn't hang down very low, but I'm still shopping around. Now we've got to address the rest of the bathroom cabinet. We saved this for the pretty much toward the end of our project because throughout all the work and scrubbing off all that other paint off the tile, we took off some of the paint that we'd already painted on that wood trim piece. So now we're just going to go around, and I'm getting Ben to do this part for me because I stripped the majority of this paint off this ceramic tile and I hurt my back. So to rest my back and not injure it again, Ben, on one Saturday, he's taking a toothbrush, being a jokester that he is, and he's taken this citrus paint remover that you can get, and when he's just applying it, you kind of let it set and it will, loosen up your paint. But really the only part that I couldn't get scrubbed off were down in the cracks of that grout. So he's just going around now and just going in those places. He's also using a wire brush, but he's just getting down in that grout and removing as much, of that white paint that is left. He's trying to remove as much of that as he can. We do get the majority of it. There may be a little bit left, but we're happy with the result, and it looks a lot better than it did with that chippy paint. Now, once we went in and got the remainder of that white paint off the ceramic tile the best we could, now we need to address this wood piece trim that is at the top of the cabinet. I just went back over it. I sanded it down really good just to make sure it was smooth before I went over it again and gave it another layer of the gray paint. I put painter's tape down just so I don't get it on the ceramic tile, and now I'm just using a small brush. I'm just going to go over it, give it a couple, 3 layers again of the gray paint, and also once I get done, I go over it with that clear wax. This wax right here will protect it. The paint that I use is Fusion Mineral Paint. It has a built-in primer in it. So this right here has held up really well because this area right here does get some water. I do try to be careful with it, but so far it's held up really well. Now let's remove the painter's tape and see how we did on our trim piece. I was afraid that some of it, may bleed over, but I think we have a really good edge and I'm happy with it. Like I say, it looks a lot better than that chippy white paint. Now I want to go through and just show you some decor and accessories that I purchased for the bathroom and the laundry room. I found that beautiful set of lace towels by Jessica Simpson at Bell's. I also have this little urn that I got at Goodwill for $2.99. Urns like this make a great storage container for your Epsom salts. I love seagrass baskets and I have a lot of them throughout my home, but I got this one to go on the toilet to store extra toilet paper. Something you'll see in my bathroom reveal, and something that I have purchased, several times on Amazon, and I'll link these down below, are these chain and cord covers. I picked up this toilet paper stand at Goodwill for $5.99. Since we're going with a French country style in the laundry room, I want to put some pieces in there that are a little bit unique. I found this beautiful brass footed bowl at Vintage South Marketplace. It's kind of a vendor market with different vendors set up, and I found this in someone's booth, and I think I paid $22 for it. It is solid brass. It's got footed feet on it, but I thought just to have a unique piece to set out on your, in your laundry room, on your washer or your dryer, you can display this and put your laundry pods in it. You can put other little laundry accessories in it also. You could put dryer sheets in it, dryer balls. Just get creative with the decor in your space. Even though it's a laundry room, doesn't mean you can't have some beautiful decor pieces displayed in that room. Another decor item that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll have a link down below for this, is these seagrass storage baskets. These have plastic liners in them, but I thought this would be a great display piece. Not only is it pretty, but it's functional. I'm going to put my dryer sheets in this. I have another one of these, and I actually store things in it in my kitchen. This right here is a beautiful seagrass. This is the napkin holder. So I'm going to display it. I got this at a consignment store. I think I paid $9.99 or $6.99 for the basket. And I found some beautiful decorative napkins. These right here are not only beautiful, but my guests can use these when they go in the guest room to wash their hands. Another French country style piece that I absolutely love is these bust garden planters. I got this one at TJ Maxx for $7.99. I'm just going to put it in the bathroom, and I'm going to style it with some pretty faux florals. Here's another cute accessory that you can get for your bathroom is just take a bar of soap. I got these two little lace soap holders from Dollar Tree. They come two to a package. I think this adds such a beautiful detail to your bar soap that you can put in your guest bathroom. Also, make sure to stick to the end of the video because I found this piece in my storage unit. So I picked this up at a thrift store, so I brought it in, and I want y'all's opinion before we permanently attach it in the bathroom. I'm going to show you where I placed it and see if y'all like it, and if you do, I'm going to get Ben to put it up for me. Before we get to the final reveal, I want to do a quick DIY. I found this bench at Goodwill. It was regular price $9.99, but I went on Blue Tag Day, so I got it half off for $5. The only thing I'm going to do to this bench is recover the top. I like the paint on the bottom. It does need to be cleaned, so I'm going to take a dry Mr. Clean Erase pad. I'm going to go around the bottom, and I'm going to clean it up really good, and there will be no painting involved. I love the color of it, but I did unscrew all these pieces, and I detached the bottom from the top, and I also removed the legs, and we'll put those on later. I deconstructed everything. I took the pad out. I removed all those staples, and I removed the fabric. Now we are ready to put some new padding on it. I'm going to go with a padding that's thicker than what was originally in the bench. I found this at Walmart. You get 4 16 by 6 pads, and we're going to use 2. I think the padding of 2 will work perfect. I rounded the corners of these pads. I'm going to put these in place, and I'm just going to use hot glue. I'll put the first one down, get it secured really good, and then I'll use some hot glue and put the other one on top of this one. For the sides where I have some extra room over there, I'm just going to cut a couple of the pieces of padding, cut them down to size to fit the side. Once we get the padding on, then I'm going to use some beautiful fabric that we will use to cover the top of this. I found some beautiful fabric on the clearance aisle at Hobby Lobby, and I got this whole roll right here for $8.80. You can use either side of this. This side right here is a little bit darker gray, and the other one you've got more of the cream background. You can go with either one, and I was so tossed up on which one to go with. But we are going to go with the lighter color, and I'm going to try to center up this design to be the center of my bench. To adhere the fabric, you want to pull it really tight, and I'm going to start with the sides first. Just using some hot glue, I'm going to work in sections, and I'm going to pull the fabric around and attach each side very tightly. Once I get the sides attached really good and secure, I'm going to go around and I'm going to cut off the excess fabric. Now that I've got the sides secured down really well, I'm going to start working on the ends. I started on this end and I did the same thing using some hot glue. I tacked it down really good. Now to work the corners, you just want to pinch your fabric. You want to cut away any excess fabric that you can so it's not bulky in the corners. You just want to wrap your corners kind of like a package and just work with it until you get it the desired look that you like. Once you get your corners done, flip it over, and now look what a beautiful bench we have. I love putting that extra padding in it and giving it more height. I think this will make a beautiful decor piece to go in the laundry room, and I'm about to show you how I use it in just a minute. And I want to show you one more piece that I found at Target. I was in there shopping one day and I come across this beautiful wall decor piece by Threshold. This was $18, but I think it will go in the laundry room and make a beautiful accent piece. Okay, y'all, what we've all been waiting for, to see what our renovation looks like. Before I show y'all, let's go back to what it looked like before. Remember the peel and stick tile that was down? We had ceramic tile. We had a lot of white cabinets. We had some gray walls. This was what we looked at every morning when we were drinking our coffee. Here's our laundry room. So I'm going to show you what some paint, some new flooring, some new decor does, and just taking on a brand new style. So y'all, here is the reveal of our new laundry room and our new guest bathroom. Okay, y'all. So, what did y'all think of our laundry and guest bathroom renovation? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know maybe what your favorite thing was. Let me know about the wood piece above the shower. I found that at the last minute in my storage building. I purchased that at Goodwill for $4.99. It's up there, but it's leaning a little bit. So before I get Ben to permanently put it up and attach it better, let me know what you think. I think it really pulls out the wood frame of this little French country girl picture. But, I just thought that was an empty space up there, and I thought I have this already on hand for $4.99. Let's put it up there and just add a little bit more French country detail. So I appreciate y'all coming along on this renovation journey with us. Make sure to check out the playlist down in my description box to all the videos that we did on this renovation in full length, because there's a lot more detail and information, and just as we went through the journey on this renovation, it's all in those videos. And I will leave links to a lot of the home decor and accessories I used in this renovation video. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions on maybe a new light fixture that I can get that will fit in the laundry room space, I would love to hear it. As always, I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I will plan to see y'all next week, next Wednesday, in a brand new video. Bye, y'all.